Okay, let's have a look, see if this is better, because there I was trying to embarrass myself by trying to figure out how to get this car around Interlagos. Not that I've ever figured out how to get this car around any track. And my CPU kept choking. No idea why. So I'm just doing process of elimination, did a reboot. Okay, why didn't we get the speed limiter kicking in? Let's have a look, let's have a look. But yeah, so I did a reboot to see if that would resolve it. Push to talk. That isn't what I meant to push, you idiot. Ignition, speed limiter. Okay, I've got a sneaking suspicion my USB's messing up again, USB bus. But yeah. Or is it just the actual button on the wheel that's messing up? Okay, so it looks as though I've got rid of those stutters. Good. However, let's see now if logging back into TeamSpeak brings it back.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
I'm just going to jump into a practice channel. Still got to try and figure out whether this stuttering's got anything to do with TeamSpeak, so I'll drop back later.
Yeah, that's okay. Good luck, mate.
Yeah, no problems, thanks.
Channel switched.
If I sit there just randomly, yeah, it's the button. I don't know why, but it needs me to truly jam it down. No, look, see, what's that? Why is my pit lane speed limiter not engaging? That would be a real pain in the rear end if it was during a race. So, where was I? From the moment they announced this car was coming to iRacing, I wanted it. And I was all over the UK&I forum saying as soon as it gets here, someone please start up a Carrera Cup League. I'll be all over it. And that was it. I tried driving the car, and I don't know which version of it was, but all I found was I was slow. Now, I'm not the fastest anyway, but normally I'm not as slow as I was in this. Now, I don't know if it's just because I didn't give it enough time to figure out how it likes to be driven, or if it was the one car that came on the service that truly showed up my inadequacies. So, I'm gonna shut up for a sec and try and get to grips with it. Someone said drive it like you do the V8. And if you've watched any of my streams, you'll know that that's at least one car I can drive reasonably well. Okay, I need to lose about 3 seconds off this time. And that isn't the way to do it. Try and get ice speed working for you. Feels nice and solid, which is what I do like about it above the Z4, the Z4.
Sorry. Got one to dirt coming back on.
Z4 to me always feels like I'm about to spin out.
On your left. Clear, clear.
Yep. Could have told you that was going to happen. So I don't know what the rev range is for optimal power. I don't know the best approach to braking in the car. So all I'll do is just work my way in. But at least now the graphics stutters have gone, I'm using the Thrustmaster T500 RS. Before that I really should put these spec details on the stream. Someone told me that before. Hi Grazer. Yeah, I should put them up there so that ooh, went far too deep in. Far too deep in. Not only am I going to turn, but I might hit him. Okay. So let's... Yeah, I used to have... first of all, I used to have a G25, and I thought that that was amazing. And to be fair, compared to all the wheels I had had before then, it was. And then moved to the G27, and all of a sudden understood the difference between
Channel switched.
all of a sudden understood the difference between the gears, drive, and how smooth the G27 felt. And then I decided to... It's working now. Then I decided that my ineptitude behind the wheel couldn't only be my lack of talent. Surely there was a silver bullet. If I could just improve my pedals, if I could just improve... Let's let Massimiliano go, right? Or let's let the whole... Wow, can you see all those cars in the mirror? So I'm going to let all the cars on track by. And then people coming out the pits are going to race by me. Yeah.
Car off the track on the left.
So I figured, do you know what? I've been a good boy. I don't believe in Santa. Go raid your
Very
savings
slow on the right.
and
An eye open.
improve
Keep going.
the ability to feel the car through the wheel without that jerkiness you get with the gear-driven force feedback wheels. And it was either the T500 or the Fanatec, and I was tempted to get the Fanatec and would have got the Fanatec, but then I saw the price of the Fanatec compared to the price of the T500, and I couldn't afford a Fanatec wheel. So got this, and the belt drive is a revelation. Yeah, it's a bit of an exaggeration maybe, or hyperbolic, but it just feels so much nicer that the feedback is progressive. Wrong gear. Bad sector. And what I also found was before, when I had the G27, I got a custom, it was brilliant, it was a custom wheel, like the McLaren wheel. But it meant that my steering inputs weren't as smooth as they could be, and I lost all of that surface area of the wheel. So you couldn't feed the wheel through your hands. So when I got the T500, I kind of made a promise to myself that I wouldn't change the wheel to a custom wheel because it was nice and big, and it really helped drive the V8 because I could be much more precise with my steering inputs. And then of course the pedals, the Fanatec V2s make the world of difference when it comes to braking, and they're so solid. I almost dropped them on my foot when I took them out of the box, and if I had, I'm quite sure I would have broke every bone in my foot.
Left side. And clear.
Got on the power too soon through the first part of that. Okay, Sasso's gonna fly by me. Because took too much speed. I wasn't sure how the car would turn through there. I would definitely get a G27 for your first wheel. It's brilliant. There are a lot of people that still... Yep, the T500 is belt driven. The G27 is a really good wheel. There are a lot of people at the top of the timesheets that are just using the basic stock G27, no mods whatsoever. Some people mod the pedals to get either a load cell brake, or they'll just put something in that increases the resistance in the brake pedal. Other than that, it's a really good wheel. And if you're going to invest in a wheel, and you're right, it can be a lot of money, then just go into the forums and ask people which ones they would recommend. You'll probably find a lot of people will say for the first wheel you could get the DFGT. I've seen lots of really good feedback about that wheel. The only thing people say is again that they might get replacement pedals because the pedals are really plasticky. I thought it didn't shift down into second. So there I am snatching at the gear lever, or paddles I should say, trying to get it to shift down into second, and it already has, and I end up in first. Damn, it didn't get that turning on the apex at all. Let's give him the
On your left.
inside.
Clear.
Okay, I need to find a better way to place the iPad so I can actually read the chat and avoid the retaining wall. Done it again.
Okay.
Went in far too deep on the brakes. The stock pedals on the G27 have the potentiometer, so what happens when you brake is the more you angle your foot, the more pressure you apply on the brake, because it's all about the travel.
In front of you, keep your eye open. On your right. Door,
Yeah.
quarter clear. Drive
So
through it.
you
In front of
apply
you. In front of you.
more braking as you flex your ankle, whereas the load cell replicates more what you'd have in an actual brake pedal in a car, where you actually apply more brake by applying more pressure to the brake to squeeze the calipers and the against the disc to actually brake the car. So the load cell just makes it more about muscle memory, remembering for how much pressure did I apply, rather than, well, what angle was my ankle at. It's harder to consistently get your ankle at the same angle, whereas it's easier relatively to remember how hard you were pushing at the muscle memory level. And that's me explaining it in the worst English known to man, because I'm
Road in
trying
front of you. Drive through it.
to also navigate this track in a car I don't understand. On the gas too quickly, too much.
Okay.
He's in the middle of the track. Keep your eyes open.
Oops. I'm gonna have to mess with the brake pressures in a sec. Although, I didn't realise the time is much more respectable. Still quite rubbish. So watching our teammate Victor race his race about an hour or so ago, his race pace was 1:32s. So that's my immediate objective. I can't see the chat from here without wandering off track, so
Slow cars in front
as long
of you.
as I'm not
Gonna have a car off to the right. Gonna have a car off to the right.
about to hit someone, you can always ask me over TeamSpeak.
Yeah, that's okay, mate, no problem. Actually, I wanted to leave you alone so you could focus more on the track.
No, this is just practice. What all I would do is I just won't answer until I can.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But you could probably read out the question from those in the chat rather than me trying to change game lock, rather than me trying to lean over and read it until I figure out how to get
In
it
front of you.
sorted.
In front of you. In front of you. In front of you. In front of you. Be careful going through there.
Oh, it's for us at least. It's funny to see how you still holding on to your steering wheel while you're leaning over. So
It's not funny for me when I look back up and see him headed straight for a wall.
no, true.
Damn it. You can lose so much
I see
time
you're
just by
again
messing up.
trying to master the rough.
Yeah. Oh, Victor's just joined this session. Master is a bit much.
You're trying to get it around.
Go with survive it at the moment.
Just me, or is it a sort of difficult technical track?
Yeah, this is a really technical track. Always has been.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
Messed up again. If you don't get the line through the center S's just right, you pay for it for the rest of the lap. Hey,
Yeah, that's
thanks,
the big
Victor.
advantage of the BMW. It's more stable.
Yeah, yeah. I'll grab it in a second. Right now I'm still trying to figure out how to drive this car. I've never really given it enough time or respect. Okay, optimal for the session's 32.8.
Okay. race that Victor did, was that also on this track?
Yeah.
So what time did he drive?
Damn it, got my turn in all wrong. He did 32 something.
He might be just, I don't know what he's
We're
doing.
not that far off pace.
It's just a case of remembering with this that the engine's in the back. So you can't just chuck it in like a mid-engine car. If you chuck this in, or brake at the wrong time, or get off the power or brake at the wrong time, it's just a huge pendulum effect as the back comes round.
Yeah, true. That's the whole disadvantage of the rough. Also, if you get on the power too early.
Yep.
Typical car of when you get on the power, the steering wheel has to be straight. If it's at a slight angle, you're done. Racer is asking if you still have a G27 lying around there somewhere, Mark, you could give to him.
Think it's in pieces.
Then there's not much use for it then.
Damn it, if you mess up Jung Kao as well, that's the lap done as well. Yeah, I'm sure that I've got the brake mod in piece somewhere, the pedals in pieces somewhere because the potentiometers went. The wheel, I'm sure, is in pieces somewhere, or I threw them away because I wore them out. Actually, now I recall, the reason I have the T500 is because I broke the G27 through stress. The bolts that mounted it to the wheel stand just sheared off, and the plastic molding on the bottom of it that held the retaining screws for it snapped. So it was literally in pieces.
Okay, and how long did you use it?
A few years. But still, people have had theirs for ever. They were really impressed that I managed to break it.
Yeah, true. And indeed, what you said earlier, there are people higher up on the rankings that still use a G25 or G27 that can get the car around just fine with an older steering wheel.
What I do like about this car is it actually feels like you're in a car. There's weight to it, and the way that it hits the curbs and everything, whereas in the Z4, it doesn't feel like you're in a car. Maybe the Z4 feels realistic and feels like a race car.
Yeah, to be honest, I have never liked rough from the beginning, really. I've tried it a couple of times, and it's difficult to drive, but that's not. It has nothing to do with the car. It has everything to do with me. That's why I prefer to drive the BMW. It's more stable and more my driving style.
Sorry, I was up in the first sector, so just wanted to concentrate, but I blew the second and third sectors anyway.
Yeah, no, that's okay, mate. You have to concentrate.
Carry too much speed through the apex. Okay, this is going to be challenging. Yeah, this is why I really wanted this car to come out, just because the way it sounds, and who doesn't love the way a Porsche looks? Anyone that doesn't is a Philistine. But it just feels much more solid. Whereas the Z4, I loved driving it, but it felt too easy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not easy. And it's not easy to drive it fast. But this feels like you're actually sat behind the wheel of something. Which is why it frustrated me no end that I was so slow in it. Am.
User joined your channel.
Missed my downshift. Missed the apex by a county. All that good work of Sector 1. Up in smoke. This is such a track though. And everyone comes here thinking they know how to drive it, because we've all driven it since Jeff Crammond's GP1. But even after all those years, there are still so many areas where I'm still trying to figure out the best line, the best braking point. Arc's too much, arc's too much.
Track on the left.
See, you'd never get away with that in the Z4. The way I was all over the curb, I'd be coming through there backwards. However, okay, let's think about this.
I was fourth, Raymond.
Nice. Congrats, mate.
Congratulations. Yeah, Grazer. Sorry. Yeah, Grazer. Sim racing is it's Yeah, I didn't mean to do over sim speak. Yeah, sim racing it's really good fun, and really satisfying. You don't necessarily need to pay full price for G27 either, because there will.
With my high rating and safety rating as well, so I'm quite satisfied. I had the 10th car on the grid and I finished 4th, so I'm quite satisfied.
Because there will always be somebody looking to upgrade to something else, and as soon as they go to the point where they want to upgrade, they will post in one of the forums that they've got a G27 or G25 or whatever for sale. So have a look in the hardware forum, or do you know what? Just have a look on eBay. There's always a G27 for sale on eBay.
Sound resumed.
Marcus, are you there?
I think you have to ask it again, Christoph. He muted his headphones just a second ago. So.
Okay, no problem then.
I'm back now. Sorry, what? I was just in the middle of trying to speak and I can't speak and listen. So, sorry, what was you asking?
I asked what is your pace in the raft now?
Depends. Do you mean as in lap time, or what pace do I hit the wall?
Yeah, I always have difficulties when I switch any car to roof, because for me this car is very understeer, you know. So every car I drive and later drive RAV, I had a big problem to get used to this car again.
Yeah, my optimal for this session, so what, 21 laps in now. That's the only 20 odd laps I've done in this car for, wow, God knows how many months. Yeah, and my optimal now is 32.5.
Also quite nice, I think. So it's, I think, as I remember, Victor had a similar pace during all the race. But of course I understand it is optimal, so it's a lot of to do.
Yeah, I think there have been 2 laps where I really should have done it. I just made stupid mistakes on downshifts.
Are you in the online practice, or do you practice offline?
Online.
Online, so maybe I can join. Where you in the lobby? Yeah? There will be special server.
No, I'm just on the GT3 practice server. So the official practice server for the week, I'm in one of those sessions.
Okay, which one?
I'm not sure, one of the European ones. If you hover over my name though, it'll show you.
Is on the Dutch server or in the American server?
Beg your pardon?
Are you in Dutch server or in the American server?
I really can't remember, but if you just hover over my name, it'll come up with a option for you to just join the server I'm on.
Okay, we'll do this.
Okay, that was a bad sector 1 already. See, look, 2/10 off.
Okay, I have found you, and now I'm joining your server.
Gonna have a car off to the right.
By the way, is that an old skin, Mark, for the rough, or a new one?
Good question, Raymond. I don't know. I will see.
This is the current skin.
Okay.
Should have sim racing teams on the roof. I really messed up that sector. There's really no point
Wow, so many people in the practice session.
trying to make up extra time in the first turn. You will just overcook it and miss the apex. Yep, it's GT3. It's where the popular people hang out.
I will try firstly on the baseline setup, only to fill the car, and later we'll see if I will have an eager to do it later.
I don't know what the baseline setup's like in this car. I don't know if it's good like the Caddy or the V8, or if it's one of those ones that makes the car feel like a dog.
I will see in a moment.
So this is an own setup, Mark?
Sorry, say that again?
Are you driving with the full setup, or?
No, one from the forum.
Hey, it's not so bad with this car.
No, I really like it, the way it feels. I just would like to be faster.
You have to put in a different engine, I think.
Okay, drops into 32s.
Nice, good job.
Really like how this feels.
Starting to get used to the rough.
Starting to. That lap time was almost identical to my last one.
Well then at least you're starting to be consistent.
Completely messed up that sector. Optimal's 32.4 now. Oh, bad sector. But I knew that as I was doing it.
Can you share the setup, Mark, if you have a break? Thank you in advance.
Yep, sure. I'll just pit and do it now.
I think in Google Drive would be the best place to share.
Well, it's not mine anyway, so it's from the forums. I'll just share it to you in here. I can put it in the Google Drive afterwards.
Very
Plus,
slow on the right.
Victor shared
Drive
his
through
with
it.
me, so I'll load his up and try that. See, now this is my favourite pit lane on iRacing. Ooh.
Did they change something in this car? Because, to be honest, I cannot really recognize this car. It's very nice to drive.
So you just bomb straight to the pit lane, put on the limiter, then think about braking. See, that was, I chickened out on that one. It depends on which version of the rough you were driving before, because I can never remember which one's the all-wheel drive, which one's the rear-wheel drive, which one's the blah 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 drive.
I think you are right, because
Hi, Rafe. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that on TeamSpeak. Hi, Rafe. Okay. I'll share that. So I'm going to share the set that I'm trying at the moment. Again, it's from the forum, and then I'll see where
Thank you, mate.
Victor's is. I'll save Victor's.
Mark, when you have a second, can you check TeamSpeak?
Do you mean come out of the game and look on TeamSpeak?
Oh, you have to come out of the game. No, that's okay. Just stay in.
What's on there?
No, I just wanted to put the 2 links in the chat of the Facebook and the YouTube channel.
Sorry, you want to put the what?
The link.
The link to
Our Facebook page and YouTube.
in where? In
In
the
Twitch.
Teams. Oh, sorry. It's the chat set that it won't allow links unless I put the link in. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. But that's okay. Then I don't try it.
Yeah, it won't work. But if they look on the stream under the webcam,
Yeah,
there.
true. But I just checked and it's not clickable. So.
No, it's not clickable. You have to type them in.
Yeah, that's why I figured I put the links in the chat. But that's right then.
I see I have to change my
Be careful
skin
going
because
through
I have the outdated skin, so give me 3 minutes.
See, this is a mistake. I shouldn't have changed setup. I should have just continued racing with the one, well, practicing with the one I started the session with, because I hadn't yet completely got on top of the car. So to change the setup while I'm still trying to dial myself in. Okay, there's a stutter. Just means that I'm asking for trouble, so let's not ignore wisdom. Let's put the setup back. There you go.
Mark, where did you share this setup?
Did you say why?
No, where?
If you go into the garage and go into shared setups, it should be in that folder.
Ah, okay, because I exit the game, so okay, so I will do it when I join the game. Thank you.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just drag it and put it in the Google Drive. Hold on.
Now I'm looking for the new RAF skin in our Google Drive, but when I was looking for Victor, I saw that it's for me as well, so I have to only search, find it.
Okay, I put the setups in the Google Drive folder.
Thank you very much, Mark.
And Raymond, that's the YouTube link. But I've got to try and avoid opening and closing windows, and because I think that's what introduces some stutters in iRacing. Even though it's windowed mode, it doesn't like that Alt tab.
Yeah, no, that's no problem, mate. But at least then it's in the chat for those who want to have a look at our YouTube page.
Yeah, what I just need to do is in the channel panes is put the YouTube page as well.
I believe you can actually set up some kind of bot where you can enter a key combination, I believe, or some sort of words which you can type in, and then the preset of the links are coming in chat automatically.
Yeah, probably. But that sounds technical, and I don't do technical. You're lucky I know how to turn on the power.
Yeah, I have to set up my Twitch again this weekend, so I'll see if I can find an easy way for that. Yeah, I already thought so too, right?
See, I need to get me one of those fancy dashboards where I've got this huge gear readout above my screen, because there are so many times when in a car like this where downshifts aren't a simple case of click, 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 slam, 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 where I think I've shifted and I haven't, or I think I haven't and I have. And so I then end up having to take my eyes off the road to look at the dash to see what gear I'm in. And it causes me no end of grief on the apex. Either that, or remember the keystroke combination to move the gear readout into the middle of the screen, but I don't like that. It looks messy. All too deep. And already the lap's redundant. Oh, look at that. 3 tenths in one turn. Oh, 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 oh. And I haven't figured out yet how to save a spin in this car. And the whole jam the brake and throttle down would work fine, except my left foot's nowhere near the brake. and my brain probably doesn't work fast enough. Okay, how long in the session left? Oh, just a minute. So when this session ends, I'll jump into another one because this is more fun than I thought it would be. Because I thought I would just embarrass myself, which I'm not saying I haven't. But I definitely haven't embarrassed myself as much as I thought was going to be the case.
Tell us what that car is doing again. Tell us what you think it needs.
So I love that. Anytime your last lap of any session can be your fastest lap of the session, definitely means that you end it on a little bit more of a motivational high than if you just spent the last hour of your life and got nowhere. So let me catch up on the chat. So let's put that lap back. So classic F1. Oh, you got a G27 coming Monday, Rafe. Cool. Yeah, I would be really excited. I remember I had mine on order, and it was like, you know, a kid at Christmas. I woke up really early every day that the delivery was supposed to get here, and then remembered, hold on, you've got it set to deliver to your workplace, not home. So hurry up and get to work, and then all day at work, obviously I was concentrating on work, but again, was just really excited. As soon as they said you've got a delivery downstairs, I literally flew down the stairs and couldn't wait to put it in the boot of my car, couldn't wait to get home. And to me, it was night and day difference between that and the G25. Yeah, once you get into sim racing, that's it. You're right, Raymond. Okay, so let me just have a look. See. Let's get into another session. Check the optimal. Okay, so optimal's down to 32.3 now. Feel like we're making some progress. Okay, let's see if those stutter problems have gone. I'm going to join a session that already has 26 cars in it. Yeah, it's really difficult. It's really difficult trying to explain to other people that aren't into sim racing why you could be so excited that you have a steering wheel and pedal set on delivery. And then I say, well, hold on a minute. Why do I have to justify it so much when you've got people out there losing their minds over Minecraft? Now, I'm not going to diss Minecraft because I watched a YouTube video on it the other week and it helped me understand that Minecraft is pretty much the modern day Lego. So all of a sudden I have much more respect for it. But yeah, if you've got the World of Warcraft guys out there, and again, I'm not going to disparage them, they'll come in here and just hate. So if you've got people that can go out of their minds over Halo, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, you name it, why can't somebody get just as excited sitting down, steering wheel, pedals, emulating motor racing without any of the danger? So yeah, get excited, and when it comes, stroke the box. Savor the moment. Okay, let's see if we can get straight up to the speed we had as we left the session and capitalize. Okay, so Trading Paints hasn't updated yet, so the paint scheme on the car kind of looks a little bit like the Swedish flag. So 40th car at the moment, so at least 39 other people either have set a time or at least joined the session before we did. Notice how I've gone to we, because you're all here as well. So any success in this session is yours as well. Any shame you also own. Yeah, this definitely feels, probably, I'm going to be honest, I love the V8, that's my car, but this probably feels the most like being the wheel behind any car of all the cars I've driven on iRacing. No, don't! Why would you do that? Ah, thanks. Why would you stick your nose out? Obviously, if you want to pass, pass. But you've just followed me on my outlap, and you're going to consider passing me into turn 1. And everyone knows, even with my ineptitude, anybody that has to compromise through turn 1 has just sacrificed their entire lap. So that guy's got every right to, obviously, and he probably saw he's got a time set in the session, so he's faster, so it all makes perfect logical sense. Stay over there. But it's just
one off course. Drive through it.
That's just not good traffic management, because if you come out the pits behind someone who's slower than you and you don't pass them around the back of the circuit, back off. Don't follow them all the way up to the line and then try and put in your good lap, because you've just wasted your lap. Anyway, enough traffic education 101. I feel guilty. I'm really falling in love with this car.
Do you actually want to trade in your V8 for the RAV?
Can you repeat, Raymond?
Okay.
That was from Mark. Mark is falling in love with the RAV.
Yeah, I reached for the transmit button just as I was turning into turn 1, which was a huge mistake.
Oh, sorry, did I ruin your lap?
I won't say you ruined my lap. I'm not even hitting transmit. I just know Raymond's going to pick this up off the stream. You didn't ruin my lap at all. That's my own fault.
Are you on the server, Mark, now, practicing?
Yep.
Me too, so I think I joined different server then.
Oh, one thing is for sure, guys. If we're going to do this this weekend, I'm definitely joining in on the fun.
Okay. So that was tragic. Let's update trading paints.
I have still 45 minutes of the practice on my server. What about yours, Mark?
46. Okay, so let's let.
Okay, I will rejoin and go to your server, okay? To be together.
We're gonna be together. And it's just gone
Oh, no, you
Christmas.
are on my server, sorry. I see now Mark Warmington changed to...
Oh, we're in the same server.
Yeah, so, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's hook up the apexes. See, what's challenging as well is whoa. It's when I lose the sound of the tires in any other sound, whether it's chat or
Oh my god.
or anything, because you hear the tires breaking traction before you feel it through the steering wheel. And if you can open up the steering before you start sliding, you can minimize the negative impact and maybe rescue your line. Okay, we're getting up to speed. Damn it.
Slow car off to the right.
Got on the power far too quickly. Whoa. See, that didn't look like it cost, but I messed up the turn before anyway. But by having to crank the steering wheel and not track out to the right, that costs time as well, because you're scrubbing the tires. And
He's moving, he's moving.
Days of
Behind
Thunder.
your toes.
Gee, did you see that? Whoa. I didn't... This car drives out of Junghao the best of anything, other than maybe when I went round here in the FW31. Okay, please go. Bad line. really bad. But I had to hesitate. There's Christoph up on the left. I couldn't get on the power when I wanted to
Clear, clear, clear.
because I could.
On your left. You're clear, clear.
I could feel the car wanting to break traction, and cranking in the steering would have just brought the back round. It's my favourite part of the track, when you nail it. Ooh, did you hear that? That is officially my first save, successful save I should say, in the roof. You've seen how the rest have turned out. Okay, let's try and get a clean lap.
Oh, Christoph's getting bigger and bigger in your mirror.
I'm not in that turn. Okay, you can't talk to me in turn one.
Oh, sorry.
You know, I didn't have air resistance, as you can say in this way, and that's why I was closer and closer.
Well, it's difficult because there's a delay on the stream.
What?
Yeah, no, it's not your fault. It's just that I'm really bad at distractions. I get distracted easily. See, if you were talking as I crossed the line and I already knew you were talking and I was answering back, it's fine. But it's when there's nothing and then just as I'm about to turn in, someone speaks. I don't know why, I can't cope with it. Which again demonstrates why I'm never going to be an alien.
No, that's the problem we all have, Mark.
Come on, Mark, you are streaming and talking, so I think you are the master in this, so don't worry.
I don't think so.
I'm
I've
starting
been-
to believe that Mark has some female hormones.
Female hormones?
Where are we going with this? Everybody has female hormones anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, but
But-
you're the only one that can do multiple things at the same time.
Oh, let's not turn this into that discussion. There's an argument that says no one can multitask. The brain can't actually give 100% attention to more than one task, which I think's poppycock. And then there's the other one that says, hey, I've multitasked all my life. It's got nothing to do with estrogen. Okay, I've been in this session now, what, 20 minutes, and I haven't yet put in a decent time.
Okay, sorry, I will try to not to
In turn one,
make Mark angry.
it's, it's not making me angry. Your timing's just perfect. 3/10. Okay, got on the power too soon. Okay, let's just get in the zone. See it again there. I thought it hadn't downshifted, so I snatched again and ended up in first. The great thing about having all that weight on the back is once it starts turning into the apex, it turns in. So as long as you can anticipate it and have the steering open when you apply the gas, this thing turns really well. Missed my braking completely. Let's get some new tyres. Messed up braking completely. Okay, let's change tack slightly and stick the Q setting. How many? Oh, 6 litres. No, I want more than that. Let's go all guts, no glory.
Still wonder how people manage to get a 131, almost a 131 flat.
I can see where that time is. It's just not going to happen when I try. If I can see where that time is, and it's all about getting the drive off the apex, carrying the corner speed and blah 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 blah, but it's not as easy to actually put it into practice.
So they just let the car glide more onto the corner?
Well, I don't know how they do it, but I know where I'm losing time. Like there. Nowhere near the apex, that costs at least half a second. Tyres aren't warm yet, so maybe another half second in there. But if you can, like that, get an absolute drive off that turn, you carry all that momentum down the straight. And then turn 1 is so technical.
Keep your eyes open.
Hang on guys, telephone call, I'll be right back.
Hesitated so I didn't get the 1x, and still got it because I just messed up applying the throttle. Bad line through there. Too tight. Best I've taken there all day, and then I messed up that turn.
Take it, man. Just a few more.
Yeah, got greedy. Got greedy. Okay, but this. Okay. The time's there. What I need to do now is start driving the car and not over driving it. Start taking the session
Slowing in front of you.
seriously. Use all the track. Avoid that little scrub. Just because I took too much speed to the apex in too high a gear. Okay. And it all depends on a good turn one. It's important not to get greedy on the throttle down to turn two, because otherwise you just compromise your exit, like I did.
In front of you, he's rolling.
Damn it. All of that section was bad. I can see what they mean. Drive it like the V8. Squeeze the throttle in rather than trying to snap it on.
Stay on your toes.
Damn it, see that? Uh-oh. Clear the track. Foot slipped on the brake as I went to blip the throttle, and it just slipped straight off the brake, so there was no reducing the engine speed, so no amount of snatching the gear was gonna, or gear selector was gonna shift down, and all of a sudden the car's in too high a gear for a tight complex, and we're back to square one. Okay, got to just calm it down. Give the tyres time to warm up and get up to pressures. Brake earlier.
Slow car off to the right.
Okay, that felt hooked up, so this hopefully, yep, there you go, is a good start to the lap. As good as it's been all session. And I completely overdo it and blow the entire lap before it started. I overestimated how much rotation I had in the car and thought I'd nailed the switchback, but instead, too eager, what's it they say? Act in haste. Okay, let's try that again. Nowhere near as good a drive out of there.
Nice save, Kevin.
Better because I remembered not to flat foot it on the apex. There you go. Rotate, and there you go. See, Mark, it's not that hard if you don't act like a muppet. Hesitated on the apex. Coulda, shoulda, woulda been a better lap. But at least it's no longer embarrassing.
Totally missed it.
Okay, finally my optimal is below 133, so I like this car, to be honest. I was enjoying driving it.
Yep, me too. Oops. Too eager. Let's try again. Oh, how to absolutely. Yeah, I need to sort out that downshift. May as well give him the track because this is over. Let the tyres cool off for a lap. I'm snatching at them to...
You're away from the first corner, right, Mark?
Yeah, I'm on a cool down lap.
Okay, then I'm back.
As I said, you can, what you could probably do, make it easier for you, is if you
Got
spectate
one
the
to dirt
session.
coming back on.
But yeah, it's not really you talking. I'm just inconsistent as hell through turn one.
Bring it around at pit
Yeah,
this
but
time,
it's
pit
it's
this
a
time.
difficult corner because it's a little bit downhill, right?
Yeah, but it's more. You've got to come from such a high speed. Nail your braking point, scrub off all that speed, get the nose to turn in, hit your apexes, and not. Hold on.
Car on the
Not
right.
attempt to get on the gas. Oh! Not attempt to get on the gas too soon. And there, see, I wasn't concentrating. I didn't realise I'd put the left front so far up the curb. It just pulled the car in and we went 100, well, 360 degrees. Didn't hit anything though, so...
That's what I call skills.
I wouldn't call it skills. I'd call that jammy.
Thank you.
Skills would have been not doing it in the first place.
Ah,
Well, I don't know, but did you saw the replay? I call that skills. Major skills.
Right
I did
side.
that once in
You're clear.
a Delara race. That probably was in 2011, and came out of a turn, and the rear came round and managed. I think it was Milwaukee. Managed to do that, stay out of the walls, and just continue driving. I can't even remember. I think it avoided a yellow flag as well.
Nice.
But again,
Very
jammy.
low on the right.
Whoa.
Keep going. Left side. Clear, clear, clear.
So how are you doing, Christoph?
Quite good, to be honest. It's simpler and simpler.
Good to hear, mate.
What is he doing?
No, just kidding, because
On your left.
I want to find, you know, my
Clear,
breaking
clear,
point,
clear.
all these things, and
What is
that's why it's not so easy.
what
as
is
it
that
should
guy
be.
doing?
Yeah, I can imagine. Most of the times, it's if you watch it from a distance, it's easier to see than it is from inside the car.
But really, steering of this car is very nice. I think that I thought about this C specification RAV, which was so understeer, because this one is very nice to drive.
What on
Okay, maybe it's
earth?
due to the last update.
Raymond, maybe you join us in the practice?
Yeah, I can probably do that. Only I have to set up the skin still because I reinstalled iRacing, but I haven't done anything with the skin.
That was interesting. Okay.
I think that all skins are in our Google Drive folder, so...
Okay, which car is 1.3 back? Okay, pit lane.
Yeah, I'll join. I have to turn on the computer though, so give me 10 minutes.
And later, Mark, the master, will do something the same like he did with the Cadillac. You know, you saw this movie. It would be nice to have GT3 promo movie as well. So we'll have to go in the same time to the track and drive a little. It would be great for the later PR.
Okay, got to remember now the tyres are cold. Not
Got
to
one in
take the
dirt
same
coming back
liberties with it. Yes.
Okay, give me 10 minutes, guys. I'll fire up the computer.
Great news, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh-oh.
I hope Mark feels the same way.
Really lost the back there.
On your left. Still there. You're clear.
Oh, lap over. Not quite sure what he's doing. This is going to be ugly. Whoa,
Right
shite!
side. Clear, clear, clear. One on the right side. Clear, clear,
I was
clear.
not expecting to break there. Sorry, I was not expecting
On
you
your
to
right.
break there.
3 wide. Clear.
Wow.
Why is there so many blind corners here?
See you later, Wraith. Okay, I think either the CPU or the graphics card starting to overheat and getting in-game stutters again.
Sorry, mate.
Poor guy.
Sorry I pushed you in the grass.
He broke so early. I don't know if this is his first time at the track or in the car, so he's just being careful, but broke so early. Was not anticipating that, and I literally impaled him. Okay, getting really bad stutters.
Left side. Clear.
Didn't scrub
Magic
off enough
face.
speed. Missed the apex into turn 1. Compromised 2, and look at that. Pretty much half a second down.
Oop.
Okay, that was a good drive through there though. Yep. I love it when it feels right. And you go and check the clock and what you felt is reaffirmed. Missed the apex.
Your eyes open. Very slow on the right. Stay on your toes.
Completely missed the apex. Took too much speed through that apex. How much time
I
left in the
can't go
session?
into turn one without spinning out.
12 minutes.
Gotta
Okay.
brake earlier, man. Or not brake while you're turning. Gotta brake before you turn in.
Talking about, because I'm in the BMW, or is it the same in all the cars?
Pretty much the same in every car into there.
He's moving. He's moving. Slow on the right.
The track's
through it.
falling away from you whilst you're braking and turning, so the back just wants to come round. Everyone has trouble with turn one when they first come here. Takes you well, it took me I should say, forever to figure it out. You think you've got to go in there faster, harder to try and get
Whoa.
the speed in sector one, and it isn't until you really analyze your lap or someone else's and you see that they make sure they come off the turn too well rather than overdo it coming out of one. Damn it, see, missed my braking. Not so much the braking point, but really butchered the gear shifts. And didn't want to be braking, shifting, turning, because I would have had the same problem he's having. So you've got to hesitate, and it means the car and the apex never meet. I'm not even going to look at the delta because it will be shockingly bad.
Nice save, buddy.
Missed that apex ridiculously. I'm going to be stuck here forever waiting for all these cars to come by.
User entered your channel.
Gonna have a car off to the right.
Not good.
slow on the right.
Damn it. Lost the back of the car. Under braking. Oh, look at that. It was just moving around. Okay, so how many of those tenths, those 6 tenths, can we get back before the line? None at this rate.
That's fast.
Thing I've never been really good at, that all the really fast guys are, is when the car's understeering, to actually open up the steering rather than cranking more. My levels of confidence have never been high enough to do it consistently. Or should I say intuitively? Right now I have to think about it. And if I'm having to think about it, it's already too late. Not good. Didn't nail any of those apexes.